Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I am your instructor, Richard Rost. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a search combo box. We're going to use a combo box to find a record in your form based on the value that you select in the combo box. Today's question comes from Erin in Springfield, Missouri, one of my Platinum members. Erin says, I love your Search Form 2.0 video. I have a great search form that works well because of you. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm trying to simplify it, however. Is there any way that we can just pick from a list of what's already in that field instead of having to type it in? For example, can I pick from a list of last names to show customers with that last name? Well, yes, Erin, this is actually quite easy to do, and I'm going to show you how in just a few minutes. All we have to do is use the combo box wizard to find a record based on a value selected in the combo box. Now, for the rest of you, if you haven't watched my Search Form 2.0 video, go watch it. It's an improvement on my original Search Form video, which was one of my most popular videos on YouTube. I redid it a little while ago. Basically, I just created a bunch of text boxes across the top of the columns on a continuous form. And when you type something in like New York or a date range, it will filter the results down here to show you what you're looking for. But what Erin is saying is she doesn't want to have to type in Riker, for example. Right? She just wants to be able to drop a combo box down here and pick Riker and then have it jump right to that record. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, here I am in my Tech Help free template. This is a free download off my website if you want to go grab a copy. And I explain how that template is built in my blank template video. So go watch that if you want to see how this whole thing's built. Again, this is a free video. You'll find links down below. You can click on it and go watch this. Now, in my database here, I've got a customer form. That's a single form. You can see one record at a time. Or I've got a customer list that shows you all the customers. Now, you can use this technique that I'm about to show you on either a single form or a continuous form. Personally, I think it works better on a continuous form because you want to pull up a list of all your customers. Now, I've only got 6 customers here, but if I had 6,000, it might be easier if I could just click a combo box up top here and drop down and pick Picard, and it drops me right on Picard's record, right? And then I can double click here and go to his single record. All right, so let's go to Design View. I don't need this property sheet right now. Let's close that. And I'm going to make some room here to put this in the form header. So I'm going to grab the top of the detail section, slide it down, and we'll just grab all of these labels and then slide them down too. And I'm going to put a combo box right here above last name that I can use to find a record based on the last name. All right, so go to your form design, go to the control box here, find the combo box, drop that there and click. All right, the wizard will start up. Now, the third option down here says, find a record on my form based on the value I selected in a combo box. If you don't see this third option, that could be because your form is not based on a table. Okay, if this form is based on a query or an SQL statement, basically a query, then you won't get that option. This has to be a table-based form only. Okay, yeah, that's one restriction. All right, hit next. Now, what field do you want to search on? All right, let's go with last name. Just bring last name over. Yeah, the wizard's going to automatically bring over the ID too. Don't worry about that. All right, next. Here's what it's going to look like. See, the key column's hidden. There's no way around that. It's always going to bring over the ID, but that's okay. We want it there. All right. Next. What label would you like for it? Don't worry, we're going to delete it anyways and hit finish. All right, there's the label. Goodbye. Delete that guy. All right, so here's my combo box to search on last name. I usually tend to make these a slightly different color too, like maybe I don't know what goes well here. Maybe like a light purple. All right. All right, let's save this, close it, open it back up again. And if I drop it down, there's my list of people. Pick Picard. Boom, and it jumps right to Picard. See that? Now, again, I only got 6 records here, but if I had 6,000, it would take you right down to the ones that you need. Now, there are a couple of drawbacks with using this method. First of all, you can see these results here aren't sorted. Okay? They're just in whatever order they happen to be in the table. And you can't sort the table with a query because then you don't get this option for that combo box. But with a little bit of manipulation, you can actually sort the values in this combo box here. All right, so let's double click on it to bring up its properties. Now, it's called Combo 17. I don't like that, so let's go in here and change that. Let's call this last name filter. Okay, It's actually a search, but I'm going somewhere with this. Okay, now go to the Data tab, and here's the row source property. Row source is where this combo box gets its source of data from, its rows. All right, hit this little dot, dot, dot button next to that, and that'll open up the query builder. Look at that. It's a little query that represents the SQL statement, that select statement inside that row source property. Now, all we want to do in here is sort this list by last name. So watch, it's as simple as sorting that column. That's all. All right, now close this. Save changes, yes. What that does is it updates the select statement in here. It doesn't actually create a query, folks. Right? We're just modifying the row source. If I shift F2 to zoom in, you'll see it. It says select customer ID and last name from the customer table. It adds this, order by last name. Okay, learn SQL, folks. A lot of good stuff in SQL. Here's another free video for you to go check out. SQL with Access, right? Gives you all the basics of how SQL statements work in Access. Okay, so now we can save this again, close it, open it up, and now you'll see that this list at least is sorted. Okay, and if the list is really long, if you start typing in like RI, it'll bring you right down to Riker. That's how combo boxes work. Okay. Now, unfortunately, there is one more drawback here, and that's if you have multiples with the same value. Like if I got a couple Rosts in here, like if I got a Peter Rost and a Joe Rost. Okay. Now, this list doesn't update until you close it and then reopen the form. But now look, if I drop this down, there's multiple Rosts in there. All right, because each one represents a different customer. Okay, so that's another downside to using this technique. But there is a way around that, and we can make this a lot more powerful with just a couple of lines of VB code. Do you want to see how? Do you want to see the trick? All right, remember, VB isn't scary. I love showing people just a little bit of VB to get you in to the programming aspect of Access, because once you learn just a couple of little lines of code, your databases get a whole lot more powerful. So are you ready? You ready for some bonus VB action? All right, here we go. Now, if you've never done any VB programming whatsoever, pause this video and go watch this. It's free. It's on my YouTube channel. It's on my website. It's my intro to VBA. It's about 20 minutes long. Teaches you all the basics of what VB is, how to get started, where to find it, that kind of stuff. Okay, go watch this. It's not scary. Don't be scared. A lot of people hear, "Oh, I don't want to be a programmer." It's okay. You only got to learn a couple lines of code to make really cool stuff. All right, all right. All right, let's delete the one we've got here. We're not going to use the combo box wizard for this. We're going to do this from scratch using our own combo box. And this time, let's do a different field. Let's do state instead. Okay, so let me put some data in here. Hold on. Let's put some data in our fields. So let's say this guy's also from Florida. This guy's from Texas, and this guy's from Texas also. So we got a bunch of different ones with the same state. Okay, all right. Now, first step is to create an aggregate query to group those states together. Okay? Okay, an aggregate query is where we can group stuff together that's the same. So put all the states that are New York, for example, together the same. All right, go watch this video if you don't know what an aggregate query is. All right, so create, query design. I'm going to bring in my customer table right there. Close that. Don't need the property sheet. Close that too. Okay, now find the field you want to aggregate, just that, the state. Bring it down here. Okay, hit the totals button right there. That makes it an aggregate query. We're going to group each like state together now, and then we're going to sort it also ascending. Okay, so if I run this now, there we go. There's a unique list of states in my customer table. Now, yeah, you could make a separate table and just put a list of states in there. But the benefit here is that you're only seeing states that are actually in your customer table. If you don't have any customers from Pennsylvania, you won't see it on this list. No reason to search for it if you don't have any, right? All right, let's save this as my state queue. It's my state query. Okay, now I can use this to create my combo box. Okay, so go back into the customer list, design view. Okay, now we're going to create a combo box, drop it up here. This time we're not going to use the find a record. Okay, we're going to do this stuff ourselves. We're actually going to do something better than finding a record. We're going to filter the results in here. Okay, 2 lines of code is all we need, 2 lines, and I'm going to show you how in just a second. All right, but first, I want the combo box to get the values from a table or query. This is called a relational combo box. Right, a relational combo box gets its list of values from another table or query. All right, next, where are we getting our values from? Go to Queries, State Queue. Next, there's only one field in there, that's the state. Next. All right, you can sort it here if you want to, but you don't have to because the query is already sorted, so that's fine. Next. There it is. That's what our results are going to look like. Shrink that up a little bit. Next. Now, what are we going to do? Remember the value for later use or store it in a field? Well, we're not actually storing that anywhere. We're not picking a state and storing it in a record. So we're just going to hang on to it. Remember it for later use. Next. What label would you like? Doesn't matter. We're going to delete it. Hit finish. And there's our combo box. Get rid of the label. Slide it right above the state, like so. Okay, maybe give it a little color change like we did before. All right. Now, save it, close it, open it. Now, drop this down. You'll see there's a list of my states. Okay? But the box by itself doesn't do anything. It just gives you the ability to pick a state from the list of available states. So how do I make it so that this box does something? Well, that's where our VB code comes into effect. We're going to use something called an after update event. All right, after this box is updated, go do something. Right, after update event. You want to learn more? There's another free video for you to go watch. Okay, so right click, design view. We're going to open up this guy's properties. Again, combo 19, not very nice. Let's go in here and change that first. We're going to call this the state filter. So I'm going to use filter because we're going to be filtering in a second. All right. Go to the event tab. Here's the after update event. This happens after this value is updated. Okay. Dot, dot, dot. Hit that. That'll bring up your VB window. If you get asked what builder you want, pick the code builder. That's all explained in my intro to VB class. All right. So state filter after update. What are we going to do in here? Well, I want to set the filter on this form to say the state is equal to whatever I picked in the state combo. Okay? If you don't know what a filter is, go watch my filter video. And here's how we set the filter with code. Again, we need 2 lines of code. You ready? It's going to be me.filter. What is me? Me is the form you're working on. All right, right now it's my customer list form. That's me. And it has a filter property that we're going to set equal to. Now, this is going to be a little weird. Just follow along with me, right? State equals quote, 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 and state combo and quote, 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 quote. What's with all those double quotes? Well, we have to actually write this so it looks like this, right? State equals New York. But since that's got to go inside a string, the double quotes inside the string have to be changed to double quotes like that. Okay, so that actually turns into a double quote, and that actually turns into a double quote, and all of that inside of here ends up looking like this. Okay? Yeah, I know. It's a little tricky. It gets a lot of beginner users. It got me for a while, too, when I first started learning this stuff. I have a whole separate video that talks about the double quotes issue. Go watch that if you want to learn more. Okay, so this sets the filter equal to state equals, quote, Florida, for example. Okay, now that we've set the property, we have to turn the filter on. So now we say me.filterOn equals true. And that's it. There's your 2 lines of code. Okay, now save it, close it, open it. Are you ready? I want to see everybody from Florida. Boom. And I get a variable not defined. Okay, state combo. What is that? Well, it looks like I called it state combo instead of state filter. Now, I'm going to leave this mistake in the video because I do this all the time. So I want you to see the same mistakes that I make. Okay? This simply means I remember now. I called it state filter instead of state combo. Usually I call my combo boxes something combo. So I'm going to hit the stop button right there. That's going to reset the code. All right, let's go back over here just to double check. Design view. Yep, it's state filter, see? All right, go back to your code. Change this to state filter. Okay, and there we go. Now, save it. Let's run it again. Close it. Close it. Open it up. And let's see everybody from Florida this time. Ready? Go. There we go. There's our Florida people. Change it again. New York. Oh, beautiful. Change it again. Texas. See? How nice. 2 lines of code, people, to change that. Now, one more step. I'm going to give you one more bit of bonus advice here. Wait, what's that? It's a double bonus feature? Okay, well, we're getting more bonus action here. Okay, one more little tip. What happens if I want to clear this and see all the records again? Delete and then tab, and then I got nothing now. All right, what if I turn this thing off? Okay, there they are. We can use this box down here to unfilter it. All right, but what if I want to just make it so that I can just delete this and have it unfilter the list? Well, how do we do that? Let's go back to our code. And right here, I'm going to say if is null state filter, then me.filteron equals false, else this stuff. And if. Okay. There's 2 new things for you, right? The if then else, right? And then there's an is null. I got videos for those too. I'm not going to keep popping the screens up in your face. Look for the links down below the video if you want to learn more about is null and if then. All right, but if we come back here now, close this, open it back up again. All right, if I pick something like New York and then I delete that and press tab, it goes away. See, it turns the filter off. So is that pretty cool? Right? Using that to filter the form. See, I told you, 2 lines of VB code. Just 2 lines. And you can do all kinds of cool stuff. All right. Want some more? How about this? How about if I do state and another one like Kirk? All right. Now, I don't have anybody that's Kirk and New York. What about Kirk or New York? Ah, look at that. Or Florida. See? I'll show you how to do multiple filters on the same form and an and or condition. So you can change it from and to or. So you're going to get anybody with the last name of Kirk or anybody from Florida instead of the default and condition, right? And we'll also make a button down here to clear the filters. Click one button, it clears everything. And that, my friends, will be covered in the extended cut for the members. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut videos. There's tons of them, folks. There's 200 and some of them now. Approaching 300, I think. And gold members can download these databases, and you get access to my code vault and lots of other cool stuff. Plus, you get free classes every month. All kinds of neat stuff to become a member. All right? If you think that learning access is worth the cost of a cup of coffee once a month, then join. What are you waiting for? Also, if you want to learn a lot more about combo boxes, my Access Beginner Level 8 class covers lots of different stuff about combo boxes. Valueless combo boxes, table-based combo boxes, multi-column combo boxes. More with the combo box of search records. Okay, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. Again, my Access Beginner Level 8 class. Come check it out. You'll find a link to this down below as well. Do you like this stuff? Are my videos entertaining? Are you learning a few things? Well, all right, come on. Come be a member. Come join us on the website, too. We got lots of cool discussions and forums and all kinds of neat stuff. So, all right, hope you learned something today, folks. How do you become a member? Click on the Join button below the video. After you click the Join button, you'll see a list of all the different membership levels that are available, each with its own special perks. Silver members and up will get access to all of my extended cut tech help videos, 1 free beginner class each month, and more. Gold members get access to download all of the sample databases that I build in my tech help videos, plus my code vault, where I keep tons of different functions that I use. You'll also get a higher priority if you decide to submit any tech help questions to me, and you'll get 1 free expert class each month after you finish the beginner series. Platinum members get all the previous perks, plus even higher priority for tech help questions, access to all of my full beginner courses for every subject, and 1 free developer class each month after you finish the expert classes. These are the full-length courses found on my website, not just for Access, too. I also teach Word, Excel, Visual Basic, and lots more. You can now become a Diamond sponsor and have your name or company name listed on a sponsors page that will be shown in each video as long as you're a sponsor. You'll get a shout-out in the video and a link to your website or product in the text below the video and on my website. But don't worry. These free tech help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more, and they'll always be free. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and post any comments you may have. I do try to read and answer all of them as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free, and click on the bell icon to select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Make sure you click the Show More link down below the video to find additional resources and links. You'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted, so if you'd like to get an email every time I post a video, click on the link to join my mailing list. Even if you don't want to become a member, feel free to donate to my tip jar. Your patronage is greatly appreciated and will help keep these free videos coming. I got puppies to feed. Now, if you have not yet tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access. It's over 4 hours long, and I just updated it for 2021. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. I'll include a link below that you can click on. And also, if you like Level 1, Level 2 is just $1. Yep, that's all, $1, and it's free for all members of my YouTube channel at any level, even supporters. Want to have your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my tech help page on my website. You can send me your question there. While you're on my site, feel free to stop by the Access Forum. Lots of good conversations happening there. Be sure to follow my blog, find me on Twitter, and of course, YouTube. Once again, my name is Richard Ross. Thank you for watching this Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something today. I'll see you again soon.